I'll be honest with everyone. I would go donate to a cause or do this or that and do something worthwhile with your money than donate to me. It's crazy. Sunspot Gallery. First of all,
it's all right.
I'm not gonna show breastfeeding. I don't want to see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Big fat jiggly waifu titties.
Look at us.
I didn't need to see it. Listen, I got laid way before I was 20, and it was no big deal. I am skeptical. Let me put it this way. I would like it to happen. I drank, I smoked, I did everything possible. Girls constantly, the door was like a revolving door for people to come in and party. I banged a bunch of girls, you know. What an ass. What do I do? Just, you know, oh my god, the party room. Come in and fucking bang us and shit. It was pretty nuts. It was pretty fucking wild. I didn't need to see the breastfeeding. You could have skipped that.
Can I find a way to keep you safe?
So in college, it was more about just like getting experience with sex than anything else. But no, it was only with chicks. It was not with guys or anything like that. I was never like that. I am skeptical. Was never attracted to a guy my entire life. I'm a very straight arrow guy in that regard. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with homosexuality or bisexuality. I'm just saying I'm a very straight guy. And I only like women. So no, there was no experimentations. Question. No experimentations. So, it's not that big of a deal, alright? What is a big deal is if you actually find someone that it's meaningful to get laid with, right? If you may not notice, people like me, or else I wouldn't have any following. Wow. Obviously, there's something about me that people find attractive. Alright? And, that's probably why I'm able to find women. I don't know what else to say.
And it's all over again.
Stop it! Stop panning down to it! I don't want to see it! I know it's natural, but I don't want to see tits on the fucking game. Stop doing that!
What do they have to do to keep her alive? What are we to do?
Stop it! No! No! Stop this right now. Oh my god, it won't stop. It won't end. The scene goes on forever. The endless scene. Stop it right now. I refuse to look. I'm not looking, man.
I'm sorry.
Is it still going? Is it still going? Like, you'll bite into it, and there'll be a giant pocket of air. McDonald's chicken nuggets have gotten way worse recently. I don't know if it's just the past few years, but I swear to God, anytime I try to get McDonald's chicken nuggets now, what am I paying for? The breading is puffed up and not even attached to, like, the chicken on the inside. I don't know when this started, but I swear to God, every time I get chicken nuggets, it's like this now. And I was so pissed. I was so angry with the purchase. So upset. It literally tastes like they stole the spice from the spicy chicken sandwich at Wendy's and just slapped it onto a chicken McNugget. So it's still incredibly disappointing. Dry chicken, too much air, not enough chicken. Every time I get chicken nuggets, it's like this now. Go get fast food, wolf food down, wash, rinse, repeat. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why I'm able to find women. I don't know what else to say. It was one day, my wife and I were out on a Tuesday, and randomly we just said, let's get McDonald's. And I know it's random because we would never, almost never eat out fast food like that on our day out. I just happened to be driving by and I said, get out of here. But it was a day when we were hungry. We didn't have a lot of time. We were already running late. I just happened to be at Burger King today to eat quickly. It's actually a day where I have to hurry up and eat really quickly. Let's just get McDonald's. And they just happened to have the new spicy McNuggets. And also they had the new spicy McChicken sandwiches, which is exactly the same thing. Junior Mint Cheers says that dude clearly doesn't understand food stamps. You can't buy fast food with them. Screw trolls and keep it real, homie. So now you're saying that I only eat fast food, Junior Man. So you're insulting me too. Is this a day when everyone's just gonna be a fucking asshole? Because if you're starting up with that shit, you might as well just stop now. I'll just ban everyone. Seriously, like, I'll just ban every person who wants to be an asshole to me. I'm trying to have a nice chill stream of Pokemon. We gotta have shitheads who have to want to fucking take jabs and shit. Today's not the day, alright? It's just not. So, nice try, shithead. The worst burger I've had in recent memory, it was last year. I couldn't tell you when, but Kat and I decided to go to McDonald's just on a whim because we hadn't been in so long. I am skeptical. And we each ordered a quarter pounder. They were supposed to be having a quarter pounder, like a new version of it, the quarter pounder with cheese. The burger we got was flattened completely. Instead of being the normal quarter pounder, like, you know, it was like they squished it down on the grill or the hot plate that they fry it on. They just completely squished it, and it's so nasty. Like, what the hell did they do this fucking quarter pounder with cheese? Used to be a good burger at McDonald's, and now it's utter shit. Now we haven't gone to McDonald's since then. No lie, it's been like probably over 6 months, if not longer, because we were so disappointed how bad it was. We're just like, don't want to go back. What we're hoping is that it was just a one-time fuck up, that the quarter pounder hasn't been permanently like ruined, you know what I mean? But hopefully it's not that bad. I don't know, who knows, but it was pretty bad. So I'm just gonna be honest here. You gotta understand, I love that shit. Both burgers and pizza I don't eat very often, and when I eat them, it's a rarity, but it's a guilty pleasure because it's so good, you know. That's really when I'm like, oh yeah, which I don't really have that often. I like the Whopper. Honestly, I don't really like much else at Burger King anymore, but I do like the Whopper. So, I run out of water, and my mouth is super dry. I'm just gonna run next door to the bathroom quick and refill. I'll be right back. Total, I probably smoked weed 3 to 4 times. Okay? The first time I did it, I felt absolutely nothing. I'm serious. Like, I didn't feel anything from smoking this weed. And everyone's like, maybe you're not doing it right. I was like, not doing it right. We're in a room. We're basically baking the fucking room. And I'm not feeling anything. I don't know. Some people said the first time that they experienced weed, that nothing happens. It didn't really feel like anything happened. The second time it did. The second time I felt high, and basically it kind of makes you want to gab. It makes you feel euphoria, like if you're talking to someone about topics and you feel like you're having insightful conversation or whatever. It makes you feel euphoric, and of course, just like everyone says, you get the munchies, you get hungry, you want to eat. I am skeptical. And then there was the one time, I've told you guys the story, the one time when I was at my friend's house and we were drinking, and then one of them had a joint and started passing it around for all of us to smoke. And I told him 3 times I don't want to do it, and he made say peer pressure got to me. I did it, and I got super sick, and I started like shitting and vomiting profusely into a toilet that was broken. I'm not gonna tell that story again; it's too disgusting. And the last time I ever smoked weed was I was in college, and it was like a Friday or Saturday, and we didn't have any classes. So we got this weed, and we got it from a friend of a friend. And we didn't know it, but apparently this weed was laced with something, and we didn't know. And we smoked it, and then after that, like a day disappeared. Like, no lie, a whole day passed. And I don't know what we did that day. I don't have a clue what the fuck we did that day. I would love my parents to actually know what I do, but they don't pay attention. Shout out. My parents never gave me any kind of a talk. I'm not even kidding. Never. They never sat me down and said shit about shit. I am skeptical. Basically what they tried to do is shelter me. They wouldn't let me go out with my friends and do shit for a long ass time until finally I basically told them, you know, I'm a young adult, and if you don't let me go have social things, I'm just going to do it against your will. So either you can let me do it, and I'll tell you about everything, and I'll be upfront with you about what I'm doing and where I am, or I could just go do it and not tell you anything and just go and leave and whatever. And we kind of had a compromise, but kind of not. Like, for a whole summer, basically, I did whatever I wanted, and after that, we came to a compromise. They started respecting me a little bit more, and stopped to try to control me. But outside of that, like, I never really had those kind of serious talks or nothing with my parents. Nope. I had to figure everything out for myself. Wasn't that fun? The thing is, when I was much younger, like when I was a teenager, I never had a lot of money. And what I would do is I would take my money and save it for 6 months at a pop in my bank account. And then I would go to like a tournament or go on a trip that would be for Street Fighter. And my parents hated that. My parents said, why don't you save your money for something worthwhile? Why don't you save it for something nice? Instead, you're just going to play Street Fighter all the time. And in a lot of ways, I can agree with what they were saying, but a lot of ways at the time, I disagreed. After that, I started blowing money on stuff. And for me, though, here's the thing. It wasn't that it was cash I had. This was the era when these credit card companies would send credit cards to everyone. And as long as you had a fucking credit score, it didn't matter if you had no credit history or nothing, you would get credit cards out the ass. So as soon as I went to college, I started getting credit card applications in the mail, and I ended up getting credit cards and racking up these credit cards. I was buying stupid shit. Like I had an Alienware fucking laptop that I never actively used for anything useful. It was a toy and a waste of time, and honestly, it was false advertising. It was did not live anywhere near up to what they had promised that the laptop was going to be, which very much pissed me the fuck off. And then later on, I ended up moving out of my parents' house and moving into an apartment, which I shared with 2 other roommates. And halfway through living there, I lost my job, and now I was fucked. Now I had no way to pay all these credit card bills. I ended up selling all the shit that I had bought just to make ends meet and try to have money to buy food every day and to pay off my credit card bills. So life was not a very good thing because I was not financially responsible, okay? Alright, so Spawn Killer has tipped $10 to become the top tipper for tonight. He says, do you have any college funny stories? I saw the video you talked about the story with you and the fire alarms and a crazy ex. No, that was not a crazy ex. That was just some girl that at that party went nuts, okay? But no, I mean, outside of the stories, I've told you guys so many stories about my college days. I told you about how we used to wrestle in the dorm and the one time that we were throwing each other around the dorm room. I already told you about the party where we got into trouble because we had liquor and my stupid roommate had pot. I told you about how the cop accidentally stepped on the pot. I don't think I've ever told, there's only like 2 or 3 college stories that I have, and I'm pretty sure I've told you all of them at this point. So honestly, no, I don't honestly think I don't have any new college stories. You know, not much exciting there to talk about. I accidentally clicked on something that I'm trying to close. What the fuck? I accidentally opened a browser I didn't want to open. Get that out of there. Close this window. Close all tabs. There we go. Okay.